Nelson Mandela. Yes, so Carl, please stand and face our people. This side, they didn't see you. Yeah. So Carl is a real Boer. And he's a white man who has lost his white consciousness. He is a white man who has lived side by side for the liberation of everybody that was called a kafir under apartheid. And as a white man, he's part of us. If you think we don't like white people, I think Carl Niehaus will give you answers. We don't like racists. We don't like white people who think they are above black people. But if you are prepared to share the land like Carl Niehaus, then we will recognize you as an African. That's Carl Niehaus. Other members of the EFF in the council, they are amongst us. Without any waste of time, I want you to help me by standing and give a round of applause to welcome our President and Commander-in-Chief to give the EFF's commitments for the 2024 elections. Eldorado, I give you Julius Malema.
Thank you. Amanda. Thank you very much. Good doctor, we can all be seated. Our provincial deputy chairperson, secretary, members of the provincial election task force, the convener Ndlozi, and our MMCs who are here with us. Let me also acknowledge all of you, especially our elders from the retirement home and all the activists of the EFF. I'm happy to be here in Eldorado Park. And when they said I was coming here, someone thought I was coming here for the first time. It's not true. I've been here many times, especially when I was the president of the ANC Youth League. I used to go into the flats and look at the conditions of our people in the flats and try to fight for them to change those conditions of our people. Eldorado Park, we all know, is part of all the racist areas that were created by Racist Group Areas Act that said colors must go this side, African this side, Indians this side. They wanted to divide us and not allow us to see ourselves as one thing. They did so in the 50s. And they said, you are colored, I'm an African, he's an Indian. But we're all oppressed. Why, when we are different, are we oppressed the same? So it means standing here is not an African, it's a colored. Because colored means oppressed. Blacks means oppressed. Indian means oppressed. And we are all the products of oppression, and we must never see each other through the color of our skin. We must see ourselves through the conditions we live in. My children and your children are born into unemployment. You know that my children can go to school in Eldorado Park. They will be referred to this day silently as kafirs. They will not call them kafirs openly, but they look at them and say, these kafirs will not get this high position. These kafirs will not get this business opportunity. All of that goes back to those who were privileged under oppression. So we were all rejected. We were all exploited. We were all abused. And alcoholism and drug abuse was introduced not only in Eldorado Park, everywhere else where you found the oppressed people. So Eldorado Park is known for fighting, and the people of Eldorado Park are known for not being scared to confront an oppression. And that's why this area has got a good history in the struggle against apartheid. So the people of Eldorado Park and Soweto have been fighting shoulder to shoulder to defeat an apartheid government. That's why it will be wrong for anyone to say the people of Soweto must benefit more than the people of Eldorado Park. We have to benefit the same way because we were oppressed the same way. We have to fight unemployment, poverty, crime, alcohol, drug abuse, which is what affects all of us. What brings us together is that we don't own the banks, we don't own the land, we don't own the industries,